Hello, fellow classmates. This is Nick Bowersox, and in this brief presentation, I will talk about the technical roles of a system analyst. So, first, why systems analysis and design? Why do we have to take this class, and why is it important? Well, there's a few main reasons. Installing a new system requires proper planning, so you need a systems analyst for that. Also, improper installation creates customer dissatisfaction, and it can lead to inefficiencies as well as frustrations among the company's employees. So a systems analyst, as you can see, is very important in creating not only a functional system, but one that meets and exceeds expectations. So what is the role of the system analyst? So first off, it's a technical job. It requires a degree in computer science, MIS, or something of the sorts. But also just as important, a system analyst must be able to work with people of all types. This might include senior management, IT staff, marketing and budgeting department, whatever. In conjunction with that, it's also important to note that the system analyst has to understand the strategic direction and the long-term planning of the organization, because a lot of the systems that are being developed may fit into that long-term strategic plan. And so the systems analyst, if you really think about it, has to know a lot about the company. It's not just a very specific role that he or she has. Okay. The three primary roles of a system analyst are to 1, act as a consultant, 2, act as a support expert, and 3, to act as an agent of change. And so we kind of talked about these a little bit. A consultant, he would consult or talk to people within the company about the system they need to design and will provide support to that. By developing that system, he is acting as an agent of change to where now a new system is being developed, people will have to get trained on it, etc., etc. Some of the qualities of a good system analyst: they've got to be a good problem solver, a strong communicator, they must have a strong code of personal and professional ethics, and they must be self-disciplined and motivated. Personally, to me, they're all important up there, but I think the top two are probably the most important. They got to be able to take someone within the organization that has a problem and be able to solve it by developing a system. And by doing that, they have to be a strong communicator and be able to communicate what they can do for that person, and they have to be able to be good at pulling out information from people about the type of system that they want designed. One of the trends in system analysts for companies that are hiring for such positions is that they are looking for analysts with HCI knowledge. HCI stands for Human-Computer Interaction. In other words, they want system analysts to be able to design systems that not only functionally does some task or serve some purpose, but they want it to be designed with the human in mind. In other words, they want it to function well for the people that are using it. Because let's face it, if we get into a computer system that's been developed and it's not very user-friendly, what's the first thing that happens? We get frustrated. And then here on the last chart, I tried to highlight what are some of the daily things a system analyst might be involved with. Well, they identify problems, opportunities, and objectives. Their services can be rendered by fixing a problem that exists and developing a system. They might be useful in determining, as we just talked about, the human information requirements, as well as the human-computer interaction needs. From a more technical perspective, they analyze system needs. They design a recommended system. They develop and document software. They test and maintain the system. And last but not least, and probably just as important, is they actually evaluate the system. Make sure, it's functioning the way it should. Are there any upgrades or updates that are needed in the future? And so on and so forth. And so that is all I have. If there's any questions, please feel free to address them in the discussion forum. Thank you.